donde vamos a ir, compañeros.
Look at this. Here's what's back.
When you hunt with Omayevi Safaris and you hunt with them in the Omatendeka Conservancy that they have and that they manage, I mean, the majority of it that you hunt is going to be in the mountains. It's going to be extremely rocky. You're going to go from this white rock terrain to this red rock terrain. But there is a very large area of the Conservancy as well that they call the Little Serengeti. It is a wide open, vast, flat, you know, just like the Serengeti that you would find in Tanzania. When there's years that this conservancy gets more rain, it has a lot of grass in it, and it's miles long to where you almost can't see to the other side. Unfortunately, this past year, it was a very, very dry year for this part of Namibia, and so there was very, very little grass. It was pretty much a barren dust flat. This was also the land and the home to thousands of springbuck that call this part of Namibia home. We made 2 trips from our tented camp there in the Omatendeka Conservancy to go and spend and hunt hard in this Serengeti area for a big springbuck. I wanted to personally take a big springbuck myself, and I also wanted my mom to take a big springbuck. It was my mom's first time. She was traveling with me every day, and I got to hand it to her. She was a trooper because, like I said, it was hot, and riding around in that Land Cruiser over rocks all day long was not comfortable. Part of coming to the Omatendeka Conservancy, like I mentioned, is we're hunting the land that belongs to the Himba people. And the Himba people they're amazing. Their culture, their lifestyle, the way they dress. You know, it's the stuff that you would see or one would see in a National Geographic magazine, and to be able to experience and live that firsthand, it's really hard to describe to those people back home in North America. You know, I was excited. I was excited that we were going to be hunting this area that belonged to these people, and at the end of this hunt, I knew that all the game that we took was going to go to those people. The meat was going to go to those people. A good portion of the money that's being paid towards this hunt was going to go to those people. And that's part of what wildlife conservation is about. And, you know, that's why, you know, great organizations like the Dallas Safari Club help fight for our hunters' rights, help fight for hunter advocacy and wildlife conservation. If we didn't have hunting in these areas, simply these animals would have no value. These animals would simply go away, and I think that's why it's so important that hunting remains.
We've been glassing this flat, using the truck because there's absolutely no cover to be able to get out and just walk. By remaining in the truck, they stay a little calmer, and we can cover more ground in this big, giant Serengeti area. It's just a matter of time of finding a mature, old enough ram. Probably what I'll end up doing is getting within a comfortable range and then getting out and getting my bog pot sticks and just getting in a sitting position just out in front of the safari truck.
Heavy on the
right
base.
there, wagging his tail. Or to the right of him.
Yeah, that's the other one.
That's the one.
Yeah, let's take him.
You know, you can find springbuck and springbuck hunting all over South Africa, all over the rest of Namibia, but this is the home to some of the largest springbuck in the world. And I'm talking about springbuck that measure 17, 18, 18 and a half, 19 inches. Nowhere else are you going to go and be able to have the opportunity to hunt springbuck of this size. This is another reason why I wanted to return to the Omatendeka Conservancy, was to not only hunt big kudu and to hunt big gemsbok, but to hunt these giant springbuck that call this Omatendeka Conservancy home.
Closest walking now?
They're walking to the right. Heavy on the
Right
bases.
there, wagging his tail.
Yeah, he's...
Yeah, or to the right of him.
Yeah. That's our one.
That's the one.
Yeah, let's take him. It's beautiful. Just quickly want to check out here.
We finally found the ram that we want to take. He's looking at us right now.
You know, I did know that this wasn't going to be an up-close encounter. I know that I was going to have to probably take a 300-yard shot, or maybe even further, would be about as close as we'd be able to get to this springbuck. But I was prepared to that, you know. I mean, I came to Africa with equipment that gives me confidence.
Okay.
I'm shooting the Ruger Magnum Hunter in a 300 Win Mag, topped with a Zeiss Conquest 3-15 scope. And, you know, prior to this hunt, I visited Tim Fallon and the guys at the FTW Ranch and really got that Ruger Magnum Hunter dialed in for shooting great distances.
Yes, like Barnett. That's a good shot. Right behind the shoulder. Right behind the shoulder.
He's gonna go down.
He's going down.
Good shot, Blake. That's right behind the shoulder. Good job, buddy.
Relief. Those things are tough. The mirage and how small they are. As we got close to this springbuck, I got on the sticks, held, got my breathing right, squeezed the trigger, and made a perfect shot on the biggest springbuck I've taken to date.
An old, mature ram, but beautiful as well, and I just can't be any happier. Absolutely beautiful little critters that run these flats out here. We actually traveled pretty much 3/4 of the way across this Serengeti spot, and thousands. I mean, I don't want to sound like I'm exaggerating, but there literally had to be a couple thousand springbuck out here this morning, feeding and doing their thing. It was just absolutely an amazing sight to see. I can't thank you enough. I appreciate it. It's a beautiful springbuck. I couldn't be happier.
I've got my springbuck down now, and my mom's been following us around. She hasn't gotten to hunt yet, and it was time for her to pick up the old Ruger and for me to be a spectator and follow her around.
Convergence staff's vast predator calling experience throughout the world has proven continuous calling rather than calling and stopping keeps predators coming to the source of the sound rather than circling downwind, thereby greatly increasing the chances of seeing any animals which respond.
Oh, it's another beautiful morning here in Namibia. Had a long day yesterday, had a fabulous day yesterday, but I tell you what, all of us out in the field overdid it. So today we're going to really make sure we pay attention to staying hydrated. So getting a little late start this morning because of that as well. Cramping last night, waking me up in the middle of the night. Fixing to get started, the guys are loading up the truck.
Ready?
Ready?
I'm ready.
My mom, she's hunted. She's not hunted near as much as I have, but she has hunted. But you know, going on a safari, hunting these kind of animals, much different than sitting in a deer blind back home in Texas and shooting a deer from a deer blind. So, you know, I stood back and just followed along, had my binoculars, had a camera, a still shot camera so that I could kind of photograph the moment. We all went out, Yopsy again, you know, he does such a fantastic job when it comes to making those adjustments and hunting with, you know, another new person.
Good job. Great shot.
Great shot. Great shot. Hard position. It's reload distance.
That was one patient son of a gun. That's all.
Great shot. Don't worry. He reacted nicely.
There he is,
That's
right
a
there.
good shoulder shot.
Oh man.
Great shot. Take 5.
Oh man. Just about to lose my confidence there.
Okay.
Right there, he didn't go 25, 30 yards.
This is the tree where he stood underneath. You can see that black trail, so that's
Huge blood trail from that Hornady GMX bullet. He didn't go 20 yards, and he's down right there.
Wow.
Look, his hair standing up on his back.
I love it. And this happens after.
It's a huge springbuck.
Woohoo! Wow.
Look at this horn.
You're good.
His hair standing up.
And this happens, what, within minutes after they're shot or after they're dead?
Basically, when they're dead, they start giving this up. It will go down soon, but it's so cool, you know, if you take a picture like this. And
Wow, that is awesome. That is so cool. Is he good?
Beautiful. Monster springbuck.
look at the tips coming back. So that means mature, old, nice genes.
You know, to watch that excitement, to see her kind of build up that intensity and that heart-pounding intensity, I guess you could call it. I could hear that breathing elevate as she got on the shooting sticks and got ready to shoot that ram. And you know, she's a great shot. She always has been, and that was just as much fun to watch as it was, or as it is for me to be able to go do these trips on my own. Well, next to kudu hunting and probably the Inyala, which is another spiral horn species, probably the second most beautiful plains game animal there is to hunt is the gemsbok. Part of our strategy for hunting gemsbok again was to just go by the water holes and try to catch these gemsbok coming to water, either coming or going from water.
They don't want to play this morning.
Let's just get up to the Mapanis here, and then we might have a shot on it. Yeah. Let's hope the wind play with us and everything, but they're very calm at the moment.
Springs up this way.
Yeah, spring's just right in front. There's a nice tree line here, but I think we just rather go to the left because the wind is coming a bit from right to left, so I don't want them to wind us. So let's just, you know, we don't have a lot of cover, but just let's take the left side and work our way down.
Okay.
Everybody stay close. Let's just chase them when they go out. We can have a shot on them.
Tell me what you see. Do you see it?
Okay. Wait. Let me look at the other one. Let me see. Okay.
Okay, see the last one, Blake?
Here we go.
Did I hit him?
Yeah. Take him, shoot him again. He's running to the left alone.
He's gonna go down right there in the shade.
Guy.
He's down.
I just want to make sure he's down for good. I seen him go down under that tree, but I want to hustle up there and make sure
Let's
he's
go
good.
and check what's going on there.
The benefit of getting above the gemsbok was to ensure another opportunity at a shot in case he wasn't expired.
Take him down. Now from down, that's the way you shoot him. Leg bottom net.
These animals are tough. I'm telling you, you don't come to Africa, you don't shoot a soft bullet, and you never shoot a caliber that's underrated. Every one of these animals, including the springbok, impala, and as you get bigger, up into the bigger plains game species like the gemsbok, the kudu, and the zebra, they can take a lot of impact. I shot that gemsbok at almost 400 yards, 380. I actually made a good shot on the first shot. I actually followed up and hit it running at the same distance as you see on camera. We actually saw the gemsbok go down. We weren't sure that it was totally finished, and sure enough, it had not expired once we got up here. But as a hunter, you owe it to the animal to follow it up and put that animal down. And like I said, with the Sam Safari training by the FTW Ranch, helped me give me the confidence to do what I just did.
There's your 40-inch gemsbok bull, buddy.
By far my best gemsbok ever.
Nice.
Oh my God. To me, they're one of the most beautiful plains game animals in all of Africa with the markings on their face. It's like a mask. You know, and you told me that, I mean, these horns are a defense. They use them as a defense. I mean, that these animals actually can kill the lion.
Yeah, very
You know.
easy.
Thank you, Yopsy. Always like hunting with you, buddy. And every time we have a great hunt, and this hunt particularly right here, this whole stock and everything,
I can't thank you enough, man. This is a
been a
memory I will
pleasure.
keep.